Smoking gun, Bill Clinton sought to meet with Russian nuclear official. First, a little background from my previous article. The nuclear materials that truly interested Hillary Clinton weren't in Russian missiles or in Iranian reactors, but in the ground in Kazakhstan. By the time Hillary showed off the reset button, the Clintons had been enjoying a long relationship with Frank Giustra, a Canadian mining mogul. Giustra had moved tens of millions into Clinton world, and Bill built up his profile in Kazakhstan. Giustra's company had been bought by Uranium One, and the Russians were sniffing around Kazakhstan. Either the Russians would get Uranium One, or they would expose the dubious ways that Uranium One had gotten its Kazakhstan mining rights. But if Rosatom, a Russian government corporation, bought into Uranium One, it would need approval from the state, because such a deal would provide Russia with control over more than 20% of Americans' uranium supply. Good thing Uranium One and Putin had a friend in Hillary Clinton. And it's not just Hillary. And now to the latest piece of compelling reporting from John Solomon and Allison Spann. As he prepared to collect a $500,000 payday in Moscow in 2010, Bill Clinton sought clearance from the State Department to meet with key board of directors of the Russian nuclear energy firm Rosatom, which at the time needed the Obama administration's approval for a controversial uranium deal, government records show. In the context of a possible trip to Russia at the end of June, WJC is being asked to see the business government folks below. Would state have concerns about WJC seeing any of these folks? Clinton Foundation Foreign Policy Advisor Amitabh Desai wrote the State Department on May 14, 2010, using the former president's initials and forwarding the list of names to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's team. The email went to two of Hillary Clinton's most senior advisors, Jake Sullivan and Cheryl Mills. The approval question, however, sat inside the state for nearly 2 weeks without an answer, prompting Desai to make multiple pleas for a decision. Dear Jake, we urgently need feedback on this. Thanks, Ami, the former president's aide wrote in early June. Sullivan finally responded on June 7, 2010, asking a fellow state official, "What's the deal with this?" Bill Clinton instead got together with Vladimir Putin at the Russian leader's private homestead. You know that guy the Dems now claim to hate, but I bet they discussed their grandchildren, just like with Lynch. A few points. One, to reiterate, Rosatom is a Russian government corporation. Its subsidiary handles Russia's nuclear weapons program and is engaged in dealings with Iran. 2. Bill Clinton trying to meet with a top Rosatom figure at the same time as Rosatom was trying to buy into a company that had funneled a lot of money into his pet nonprofit, and while his wife was in the position of deciding whether the deal should go through. Stinks as badly as the Lynch meeting. It's a smoking gun as far as showing that the Clintons were involved in this. Hillary's defense is vast right conspiracy. Her spokesman claimed that this was more of the right doing Trump's bidding for him to distract from his own Russia problems, which are real and a grave threat to our national security. But putting 20% of our uranium under Russian control isn't a threat to our national security, right? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know, they're going in for a long time. They cannot ignore this. You know, things are coming out now that you just cannot ignore at this point. You know, it's come to the point where they know they're going down. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.